Hear that? It's holiday cheer arriving at Ulta Beauty with gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan-favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach & Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Hey friends, it's Nikayla from the podcast Side Hustle Pro. I'm always looking for ways to keep my kids entertained without screens, and the Yoto Mini has been a total lifesaver. My kids are obsessed. Yoto is a screen-free audio player where kids just pop in a card and listen. Hours of stories, music, podcasts, and more, and no screens or ads. With hundreds of options for ages 0 to 12, it's the perfect gift they'll go back to again and again. Check it out at yotoplay.com. YOTOPLAY.com.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. Yeah, so I just want to start, really. I want to be open, and as you do too, Lucy, as to the very valid reasons that Lucy came on the podcast to start with and why she's chosen to depart it now, which is obviously going to make us all very sad and make the booth a lonely place. But we're also going to chat later about the future of Sober Awkward as well.
Yeah, I think it's important to mention here that this isn't the end of Sober Awkward by any means whatsoever. It's just the end of my era in it. And I think all things need to change and for them not to become stagnant. And, you know...
You have become a little bit stagnant, I must say.
Maybe that's the smell.
Have you changed your underwear recently?
I'll have to have a think about that. I'm not sure.
If you have to think about it, then...
Well, I was going to say, one of the reasons that I will be leaving is because I'm so bloody busy. So maybe I haven't changed my underwear lately.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look, there are lots of reasons. And so I haven't made the decision lightly. And it's been playing on my mind for a while. I mean, one of the most obvious ones is that my life is just so incredibly hectic. I am a single mother, as listeners will know, and I've got 2 teen daughters living with me. And this is a piece of parenting advice I just have to put out there to any parents listening. And I just wish someone had told me before, and I'm pretty sure I've probably said it in another episode, is when you have kids, the teenage years are harder than the younger years. I wish someone had told me that. It is so all-consuming mentally and physically. You know, when your kids start working and you've got to drive them around, their social life, they're doing their own things, and then they're trying to experience a real world. And both of my daughters have gone through some really horrible heartbreak. And my life with my kids is all-consuming, and it just becomes more and more so. Not to say it's not rewarding and really enjoyable as well. Yeah. I'm loving being a sober mum. Becoming sober has made me love motherhood like I never ever did before. And I had to be sober to do this for them. But to be fair, they take up pretty much a lot of my time. And I think people vouch for the fact that, I'll drive down here. I'm usually 10 minutes late because there's some sort of drama with one of my kids. One of them, it might be something quite small where I've got to pick one of them up from work and they finish later, or it's some sort of massive drama that's going on in one of their lives. But there's always something, isn't there, Vic?
Yeah, there's always something going on with kids. I know for you, it's a different stage. And again, it's hard to imagine because my kids are still small, but you're preparing them for life. So you want to let go of them and you want them to leave the nest. But at the same time, you are going to have much more worry because you've suddenly had these kids that you've had under your control for so many years. And now you're kind of dropping them out of the tree, as it were, trying to do that without causing yourself too much mental torture by worrying about them 24/7.
Yeah, that's exactly that. I'm even tired today because my younger one, who's 16, was out late last night and I didn't know where she was, didn't know what she was doing. So you can't sleep. And then you wake up in the morning and there's a message from her, like she was trying to get hold of me at a certain time and I didn't hear the phone. There's always something. And it really takes it out of you. And I feel, having been a bit of a drunk mum for so many years, that I need to really focus on them now as a sober mum. And so finding the time to do that was about, Vic, laying everything out in front of me, all the different things that I do. I've got my own business, as you know. Becoming sober has really, really helped my business and made it a lot busier. So that is using up a lot more time. I do my Sober Awkward podcast every other week, and I also work for Lifeline as well. Now, in my drinking days, I probably just would have carried on doing everything because I just didn't have the clarity to work out which was too much. It was too much for me, and what do I drop? I can't drop any of it, so I'll just keep drinking and keep going. And that was what I would do. Whereas I think in sobriety, you can feel like things aren't right.
And what's good for you?
Yeah, this isn't working for me. I'm just so busy. Okay, so what are all the elements of my life and what can I drop and what can't I drop right now? And when you're sober, you have the clarity to work that out. And for me, I didn't really have a lot of choice because I've got to earn money and I can't offload my kids to somebody else just yet. Yeah. So, time-wise, things, I was getting quite overwhelmed. Yeah. And, rather than drink my way through it, it was about saying, okay, I've got to drop a few things and change a few things. Yeah. I have found that time was a massive issue. And then, of course, what happened was I had a terrible thing happen, which I'd been dreading all of my time over here in Australia, which has been 14 years, was that my dad, who I'm really, really close to and had just come back from visiting in the UK, had a heart attack at the weekend. And it just knocked me for six. And it just, this is a really weird thing to say, it all turned out wonderfully. Yeah. And I was all ready to fly back, but they got him to a specialist heart hospital and they operated on him super fast. And he was really struggling beforehand anyway. He's feeling so much better now, and I'm going to be flying back over there soon, but my life imminently will be backwards and forwards. It's a choice that we make living in Australia. Lucy and I have both lived here for a similar amount of time, and we all know, like, my parents have moved over here now, so I'm lucky, but for my husband, whose parents live in England, we know that it's a sacrifice that we make, is that we want our children to grow up in this place with the sunshine and the ocean and, walking to the beach for a surf. And we do have this incredible lifestyle over here, which is amazing. But there is downsides. We miss England we miss aspects of it, don't we? We miss our old school friends, we miss the people that know us really, really well. And when family members get sick, that is especially when we question our own choices, like, what am I doing here? Like, when I'm so far away from the person that I love who is unwell. So, yeah, as I said, Lucy's reasons, they're truly valid and fair. How is your dad today? Yeah, he's good. He's really good, actually. He's at home and he was struggling a lot before and we couldn't work out why, but now we know he didn't have enough oxygen going around his body and now his heart, he's sort of upgraded, revamped. Yeah, he's got a stent in, has he? He has, yeah. And it could change a lot of things for him. Interestingly enough, Vic, I remember having the conversation with you once, would you ever drink again? Yeah. And I remember you saying to me, it depends. If something really, really awful happened, I might.
Yeah, I can never say never. I hope I wouldn't. I pretty much know I wouldn't because I couldn't see the purpose in it, because I know myself so well. I know that where that ends up, it would make every situation worse. But of course, we don't know what's going to happen. If one of my children was in an accident or something terrible, I don't know what I would do, but I think I wouldn't drink.
But you just, exactly, and you can't say that you would never because you just don't know.
No, and I'm not going to lie and say that I definitely know. I don't know anything about my future.
No, exactly.
None
of us
I have
do.
hopes for it, but whether or not those come true, I don't know.
But I remember you saying that to me and thinking, really, the worst thing that could happen to me, obviously it's something happened to my children, but my biggest fear, which has been in my heart for years, has been something happening to my dad. So when it was all playing out the other night, it was surreal because it was like I've been imagining this, dreading this, and this is actually happening at the moment. It wasn't till 2 days later that it occurred to me that I didn't think about having a drink.
Oh, great. That's so good to hear. What a relief.
Yeah.
Because you could think, well, that's happened now, and what is the result of this? Like, you could easily go into a spiral with something like this mentally. Go, right, this has happened. I'm not in control of everything. I'm in Australia. I can't get home. I've just been there and now I'm back and I've got my kids here. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I can understand how mentally that you would go, because our brains are wired like that and they still are not unwired, even though we'd love them to be, our brains do go directly to, oh, perhaps I should have a drink in this situation. But to know that you didn't even go there is amazing.
No, didn't think of it. And it happened at about 6 o'clock at night. I've got an off-licence stroke Bottle, which is a 10-minute walk from my house. I had to wait for about 2 hours to find out whilst he was in the ambulance until I got the next sort of update from when he was in hospital. So probably one of the hardest 2 hours of my entire life. I could have so easily walked down and got a bottle of wine to help me through.
Did you put the fucking kettle on?
I did, yeah. My
Good.
daughter was there with me. My eldest daughter, she was there with me. She was amazing. And
You want a cup of tea?
She was laughing the next day, going, "Mum, your hands were shaking. You were going, come on, let's just have a nice cup of tea."
In any crisis in England, that's what you do.
And even this, Vic, I didn't even go wild and have a Tetley because it was too late.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had a chamomile.
Because of the caffeine. Could you think that one time you could have gone full caffeine?
Yeah,
couldn't
exactly.
You?
No whiskey, no Tetley,
No.
just a nice cup of chamomile.
I think even in apocalypse, like the end of the world, if the zombies were coming, everybody would be in England, sat at a little table with a doily, pouring out from the pot, wouldn't they?
Nice cup of tea.
Nice cup of tea.
You cannot beat it.
The world's ending. Let's just have a nice brew. You can imagine it looking out the window with like a comet hitting the earth. Everyone just sitting there, all lovely.
In slow motion, bringing the teacup to your lips.
Yeah.
Tetley.
Hear that? It's holiday cheer arriving at Ulta Beauty with gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan-favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach and Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Hey friends, it's Nikayla from the podcast Side Hustle Pro. I'm always looking for ways to keep my kids entertained without screens, and the Yoto Mini has been a total lifesaver. My kids are obsessed. Yoto is a screen-free audio player where kids just pop in a card and listen. Hours of stories, music, podcasts, and more, and no screens or ads. With hundreds of options for ages 0 to 12, it's the perfect gift they'll go back to again and again. Check it out at yotoplay.com. YOTOPLAY.com.
So they're my practical reasons, just crazy chaos in my life all the time. But my more sort of deeper reasons for it as well is that my time has come to stop talking about sobriety. Which people listening are probably thinking, oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, enough of her anyway.
I wish she'd stop going on and on about it.
Same old thing every bloody week, telling me what to do. I'm coming round here, banging on my windows.
Yeah, it was all that hate mail. I've decided I don't want to do it anymore.
There's that Lucy dragging a lolly stick up and down my cane.
Telling everyone to be sober.
Shouting it from the rooftops. Oi!
No, well, it was interesting, my journey, and we've talked about it on this podcast before about what it is that makes people stop drinking, and everybody has a different sort of tool. Some people therapy. I know that was something for you, Vic, and other people is finding a sober curious group. Some people like to do it on their own. You did just yourself and your family for 18 months without shouting it from the rooftops. Really strangely for me, because I'm a massive introvert and loner, the thing that made me give up was meeting you, Vic, and on a chance morning porridge date. And
I've been stalking you for a while, quite honestly. I've been following you.
I don't care.
On your drunken zigzag rampages.
As far as I'm concerned, you got me sober without really doing anything as such. You were just the person that I needed.
You got yourself sober.
So for somebody who doesn't really need other people in their world, I actually needed someone in my world. And for somebody who doesn't talk a great deal, I actually needed to talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And now I feel it's time to stop talking about sobriety, still to talk about it, but not as much. I'm ready to fold it away into a really cute little sort of box, one of those posh looking boxes you get from a nice jeweller's, and tuck it away in a place where I know it's there and I value it so highly, and I'm so proud of it and I love it, but I don't need to keep talking about it.
Yeah. And I remember Lucy sent me a message from the airport, from Heathrow Airport, saying that, telling me what was happening and saying that she didn't want her sobriety to define her, other words. And we talk about defining ourselves, don't we, a lot on this podcast, and redefining ourselves and what happens to us in sobriety. And I totally get what you're saying there. And that's why this podcast has been good, because we do differ a lot. We're the same person in a lot of ways, but in some ways we're very different. And like, for me, I'm happy for my sobriety to define me now, because I've found something I'm so passionate about, and because I know that me defining it as a sober person and it being such a huge part of me, I know that I can continue to help others by me being defined by it. And I totally understand by you not wanting to be defined in it. I think a lot of people will go through different stages of sobriety like you have and be like, right, this is the time. I had my quiet time that first 18 months where I got to know myself and understand what I was doing. And then I was able to thought, well, I can put words together about this. I feel like I have a voice to share, and that I can talk to people about it in a way that makes them listen, and use my humour and my beauty as the face. Oh dear. People have looked me up online and go, oh God, that's disappointing. She's not pretty at all. Looks like Les Dawson. Oh, Boy George.
You don't look like either of them.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes.
No, you absolutely
First thing in the morning,
not.
I do.
No.
Ask my husband. Yes. Poor man. But yeah, I feel like, that's a different thing about us, is that you are ready to move on and use your sobriety as something that is part of you, whereas I'm happy to keep it like 50% of me and my kids 50% of me. And it's about learning what percentage of yourself you want to share. And you have shared loads of yourself here. And I can understand that you've got to a point where you're done sharing yourself. The stories, there's only so many stories that Lucy and I have. I think I've got a few more to tell.
I was just telling you one just before we got in here. We were like, these stories just keep going on and on.
Yeah, you remind me of all my stories. So I don't know how the next person that comes after you, Lucy, whether they're going to be able to remind me as much. I think because you remind me of myself, so therefore you're like a trigger.
We trigger each other.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you do, Vic, you must never stop talking. I mean, you about sobriety, because you are helping so many people in what you do, and you have got this wonderful way of making it humorous. And I think so many of us do need it to be humorous to be able to get through it. Whereas I feel, because my own business is about helping single mums, so I already do that. I already talk and I help single mums. I just had a single mum on the phone on the way down here looking for support.
Nice.
So I already do that for single mums, and I don't feel that I've got the capacity to move in and keep doing it.
Yeah.
Having said that, we've put all these episodes out there, Vic, and I know that they've been helpful to people because I know you're inundated with emails and messages, and Vic sends sort of real goodies through to me to read.
Yeah, I always forward you like the ones I get because I do want you to be proud of what you've done here. Yeah.
No, I am, and I hope that those episodes will stay out there and people will keep listening and they will help people
I've gone
to
again.
stop drinking.
I've gone again. I have to take my glasses off. Oh God! Stop. Carry on. You speak. You speak.
Oh, well, I suppose I was going to say I sort of feel that my work is done as well because there were 3 goals for me always with the podcast, and number 1 was to help you, Vic, because you helped me. I mean, I would not be sober today if it wasn't for you. It's as simple as that. And you wanted to start a podcast. You'd been talking about it and we'd had chats about it, and I came to you and said, hey, well, why don't we just record our chats? Because I think they're quite cool and I think they could benefit other people. Yeah. So that was my first goal, was to help you. And I believe that Sober Awkward has been really great for what you're doing, and it's brought more and more sober people together. So I feel that goal's achieved. I wanted to help other people as well. And I know from the messages we've been getting that we have helped other people with this podcast.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show how talking about it and listening and feeling like you're not alone is so hugely helpful, really. And I just wanted to do it because it was something that I could enjoy doing. That's something that was a sober pastime instead of drinking.
Yep.
And I have always enjoyed doing them.
Yeah.
But then you get to the point where you're just so busy that you struggle to put the time into them, and then you feel you're not doing them justice. So I have achieved the goals that I set out.
Yes, totally.
With it.
Yeah.
But things always change, and I guess that's where we're at.
My goal, Lucy, was that we'd get a bit more closer.
In sexually?
Yeah, like develop a relationship.
A lesbian relationship.
Yeah, that was my hope.
Well, you should have said
if I was
going
to write down my 3 hopes. Tonight's the night.
Okay, so what are the other 2, dare I ask?
That the booth doesn't smell.
And this will all be over soon.
Yeah, and I get a biscuit every week. That's it. That's my
biscuit
3 goals.
every week. I'll throw one at you into your mouth.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go again.
No, I mean, those really are my reasons. And as you can see, there are so many of them. And it's just about letting listeners know that, it wasn't something that I decided to do just like that. Oh, I'm over this. It's a whole combination of things, practical and emotional as well, that have played into it.
If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
Hear that? It's holiday cheer arriving at Ulta Beauty with gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan-favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach & Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Hey friends, it's Nikayla from the podcast Side Hustle Pro. I'm always looking for ways to keep my kids entertained without screens, and the Yoto Mini has been a total lifesaver. My kids are obsessed. Yoto is a screen-free audio player where kids just pop in a card and listen. Hours of stories, music, podcasts, and more, and no screens or ads. With hundreds of options for ages 0 to 12, it's the perfect gift they'll go back to again and again. Check it out at yotoplay.com. YOTOPLAY.com.
If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key and that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad
No, it's
bookstores?
probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his teeny little, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.